Hello and welcome. It's
Good morning, everybody.
Tuesdays.
This is another great podcast.
It is. I'm Vicki.
I'm Vinnie. Yeah, everyone knows who we are. If they're watching, they know who we are. You don't have to tell them that. Can I say something right up front?
Sure.
We had a moment this morning again.
You're
I think
in
you
a
need
bit
a
of a
long break.
mood.
No, I've been waiting all morning to say this. I've been waiting all day. We need a break because I don't ever get snappy with you. Never.
Yes,
And
you do.
today-
You had a tantrum at Tabby's. You had a tantrum at Tabby's.
You what?
You had a tantrum at Tabby's house.
No. Okay. We're talking about that too.
Yeah.
We're talking about a couple things here. No, this morning, and this is what makes me laugh.
Does it really make you laugh?
It does make me laugh.
Or does it make you
laugh. I'm gonna tell
cranky?
why. So this morning,
Yes.
I said, we were talking about
Something.
soccer. And I said, you showed me something. You showed it to me. And apparently you showed it to me and you expected it to result in zero commentary. I was supposed to read it and go, because all I said was, can I say something? And you went, yes. And it's
I
like,
didn't do it that
how'd you do it?
I looked up and went,
No,
that.
no,
Yes,
no,
I
no, no,
did.
no.
Yes, I
No.
did.
You knew because I said I'm not going to say it.
Now, I knew that you needed an apology. Sometimes in our marriage, I know what you need, even if I feel like it's not necessary.
Okay, listen.
But I give it to you anyway. Like the one time that you were super upset about something irrationally with the kids, and you walked outside.
When?
It must have been at the tail end of the summer or in the fall, and you were super upset about something that was super irrational.
And what did I do?
you walked outside.
I took a moment to compose
No,
myself.
and then I said
That's
to the
what it
kids,
sounds like.
no, I said you were very irrational and you're having a tantrum.
Okay, wait a second.
And-
I want everyone here to comment.
No.
If you're about to have a moment and you take a walk out, wait, is that irrational? Let me know if it's irrational to say, I'm going to have a moment. Let me remove myself so I can compose myself. That's not irrational. It's the height of rational.
No, that's what you think happened. What actually happened is Vinny threw a huge tantrum and then stormed out. And so the kids all looked at me and said, Mom, what was that? And I said, listen, guys, just like sometimes you guys have moments and you're irrational and Dad and I just nod and then we say sorry or try to lift you up. We're going to do the same thing with Dad because he's having his tantrum right now and everybody has one.
Do you have them?
Of course. But everyone does.
But yours are rational. Mine are irrational.
No. But I feel that in a family unit, when you, in your friendships, whoever you love, like friendships or family, everyone's going to have a time of being irrational. And sometimes it's not worth it to pick a fight over. It's just you're having a moment and you're irrational and you just say, all right, I love you anyway. Let me give you a hug, my big toddler.
Okay, so let me ask you your version of what happened this morning. I'm just curious.
Sometimes.
No, I want to know what happened this morning.
Sometimes I think you dwell in the negative sometimes. So I thought that's where you were going as soon as you wanted to make your dissertation.
What indication did you have? Let me.
You said, can I just say something? And then I was like, oh, okay.
Wait a second. Wait.
Can I just say something?
I want you to read something. Read that.
Yeah.
Now, don't comment. Just read it. Of course, you showed me something, and I said, I just want to say one thing. That's what I said. I just want to say one thing. And what did you do?
Just usually when you're tipping off with, I just want to say one thing. Usually, it's a long thing. It's not like a 30-second thing. It's usually a long dissertation.
Did you give me a chance to say my one thing?
No, because then I had a moment of like, ugh.
Oh, wait. You had a moment. And what did you do? You went like this, right?
Yeah.
And so what did I do?
I'm not going to tell you.
No, I didn't yell. BS, you're lying.
No, you do what you do. He does this. I'm not going to tell you now.
No. I say, I won't say it. And I walk away. How often do we have that little moment recently?
Well, because sometimes, sweetheart, I think that you go on about things, and I
but
love you.
This morning, I said nothing. This morning.
But you saying the tip-off, always, the tip-off, the indicator that I know it's going to be something big is when as soon as you say, can I just say one thing?
Can you remember?
Every time.
Do you remember? I'm going to tell you exactly what I said 27 years ago, I said, I just want to say one thing. Will you marry me?
Oh.
You remember that? And you know what? Haven't I been going on? So let me just say this. All right. Here's the thing. You need a long break from me.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You need a break. And I don't blame you. Listen, it's like the sun. The sun is wonderful. The sun is it gives reason to the world. It gives warmth. I'm the sun.
I figured that's where you're going with that analogy. I figured that.
And you just need a little sunblock. You need an SPF 120 because here's the thing. And you then now here's how I know that right now you're being a little full of garbage because
No.
No. I said I'm not gonna tell you. And then when I came back inside, I said, "Can you come upstairs?" And here was your apology. Here's the exact apology. I'm really sorry. I know that sometimes you dwell on the negative, and I go, it wasn't negative. It was gonna
be negative.
Okay, wait. It wasn't negative. It was an observation.
Yes, but being that we've been together for 27 years, I know whenever you say, "Can I just say one thing?"
But this morning, okay, in hindsight, would you have reacted the same way, knowing everything you know right now?
In hindsight, I probably would have just let you say it and then
just
moved
say
on.
I'm wrong. Just say I'm wrong. It's so easy.
It's just sometimes.
Yeah, listen. I was wrong
Once. And that's how he honestly views himself.
I felt great when I said I was wrong. That one time.
That one time. Woo!
So it cracks me up because I really mean you need some time away. You need to remember. You know what it is? When you
need to remember how great I am.
Yeah, when you come out of a long, cold winter, it's sunny. I love the sun. But by August 1st, you're like, ah!
Well, no, listen. These are just moments that people have together when they're together for a long time. Honestly,
So you don't need a break?
No. So, it's so funny. So my mom and stepfather have been together forever, literally since I was a little kid. And before that, thankfully my mom married my dad, so I'm here. But before that, they were like together in high school and they broke up, whatever. So they don't even realize when they're fighting. I
do.
No, but so Cassie has told us, like Cassie said recently, Graham and Pop fight all the time when they're in a car. All the time, nonstop. To which my mom said, "What? We do?" And I was like, "Ma, you do. Because you tell Pop how to drive the whole time, and then he yells at you, and then you yell at him back, and you fight." So on Saturday, when we went out to Michigan to visit Tabby, Cassie was reiterating that story to Tabby and how, like, my mom reads all the signs and then my stepfather yells at her, but then my mom claims he can't drive without her, and they fight the whole time. So help me God. They get on the road yesterday. I call my mom up and I say, "Hey, where are you?" I said, "I just want to tell you what Cassie was telling Tabby. It's so funny. Cassie was telling Tabby how you and Pop," that's as far as I got until she's going, Paul, watch where you're going. We're going the wrong way. He's like, "Oh, shut up, woman." And they're going back and forth. So help me God. I'm like, "I'm going to let Pop drive now, Mom. I'll call you back." She calls back a half hour later. She goes, "Okay, we're on the right road now. What did you want to tell me, honey?" I go, "Just that. And she was like cracking up. She's like, "Yeah, we don't even realize we're fighting."
You know, it's funny. I love apples. I love apples. And what I've noticed, if you go to an apple tree, the apples never fall far from the tree. They're late. All the rotten ones are right on the ground. I love apples. That's you. That's you. You tell me. Here's you. It cracks me up. And everyone knows how much I love you. And again, I'm saying it. And because I love you, I'm going to give you a break from me. I'm going to take myself to Bora Bora
Bora Bora. Oh, that's a
week.
nice break. Yeah.
I want to go somewhere where you get a good break from me. So anyway, all kidding aside.
Very decent of you.
It cracks me up because obviously, when you're together a long time, things are working pretty well, or you can't afford a good divorce lawyer.
Right.
It's one or the other.
One or the other.
One or the other. And this morning, I was in. Just the one observation that I had about that situation. And it makes me laugh because what you don't know is when I say I'm not going to tell you, I walk outside. That's my, and this is how honest I can be. That's my slam dunk win.
Oh, I know.
That's me going up. I'm twirling my hands.
I know. It's your victory flag, waving it like I'm a winner.
Well, here's what's so funny about it.
I know.
We go from you don't want to hear what I have to say.
Yeah.
So you will do anything to hear what I was
because
going to
I
say.
know if I don't resolve it in that moment, you will literally hold on to it all day. Like, I'm not going to tell you.
No, I walked out very happy.
I'm not going to tell you.
Here's what's so funny to me. Think about this. Think about what happened. You went from, I don't want to hear this, to, I got to hear this.
No, I don't have to hear it.
You always do.
Because I swear to God, what do I always say? I married my mother. No, I did. I married my mother.
Now we're going to fight. now you are your mother.
You know, you are my mother.
Okay.
You are my mother.
Does my driving make you sick?
Yes.
Does Mudwater Rest make you stay up at night?
It does. It does. It does. Vinny wanted me to drink the Mudwater Rest. So I've had it once before, and it kept me up all night. And Vinny and I was going to just have a tea last night. Super tired. We went into work last night. Super tired. When I got home, I said, I just want a tea. Oh, have the Mudwater Rest. Have the Mudwater Rest. And I do. I like the day Mudwater. I feel like it's great. But the Mudwater Rest does not work for me. And so this morning, what'd you say? How was your sleep? I was up all night. All night. Every night. Every hour. I was like, bing, right away.
But you know that's, honest to God, you need to go to a hypnotist. Because all kidding aside, and I'm not being funny, this is not uncommon. You're so preoccupied on not being able to sleep, you can't sleep.
No, I've been sleeping a lot better lately.
When? When? I get a daily sleep report. This is what I wake up to every day. I was up at 11, 12:02. I get up at 12:31. At 1 a.m., someone texted your phone. Listen.
Yeah, but that makes me crazy.
But I think
Bing.
I think you should do the acupuncturist more.
Yeah.
Because you sleep then.
Yeah, I do. I love acupuncture.
Yeah. And I think you should seriously, all kidding aside, I think a hypnotist would help you sleep. Because you are focused. Listen, when I have to get up in the morning, if I know I have to get up, it's very infrequent that I don't sleep restlessly because I know I have to get up and I know I oversleep.
Yeah.
Because I can't hear an alarm. So I think you should definitely examine that and take a shot at.
Right, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So let's get into our show because clearly.
Well, it's funny. I'm funny that you started off this way because I was going to talk about the state of Tabby's house in Michigan. So we went out to, which Tabby does not want us to talk about. So
she doesn't want us to?
No.
Well, I'm sending out. I'm sending you out.
So
the coach is sending you out.
Yeah. So I'll just say this: we went out to Michigan to go to the game, and it was a great time at the game.
And could you imagine? I'm so happy we went this week instead of, we were supposed to go to Penn State, and Penn State, it was a better game because Penn State's a better team right now than Nebraska. Nebraska's great, but Penn State is a better team. And that day, if we had been in the stadium for Penn State, it would have been one of the biggest rivals, a must-win game for both teams, and it was 65 degrees and sunny. Who the hell wants to do that when we can go to a 1-7 Nebraska team in the first blizzard of the year?
Yeah,
which I think
very cold.
Huh?
It was very cold and wet and windy. However, I stuck it out. I stuck it out.
I'm going to give you big props on this. I'm going to tell you why. Now, first of all, I went to pack warm pants and boots. Now, I'm ridiculous because I say to myself, well, it's November in Michigan. It might be cold. Thankfully, you were there to tell me that I wouldn't need that. So I did not pack my quilted pants that are warm or my boots. Instead, I packed, my thong underwear and
Your Spanx.
My jeans with the holes in them, the vented holes. So it was cold.
Yeah.
Now, I really wasn't cold, except my feet. My feet got a little cold. You were frozen. And I'm going to tell you something. You erased 27 years of sports below par performance, whatever you want to call it, failure performance at games. There are now 2 games that you stuck it out, the Yankee game and the Michigan game. And I will say this, you did it with a good attitude. You were happy. You were excited. When they scored the last touchdown, 31-3, you turned to me and said, there's 9 minutes left. You said, can we go? I'm really cold. But you were willing to go all the way to the end. I tell you, it's just another reason that I know that I tease about being son. You're my son.
No, well,
that son.
I felt like you deserved to get to stay. Like you stuck it out with us like a million times where we had tickets, we canceled, we left early. And I said to Tabby and Cassie, and we had said to the kids, you don't have to stay. But especially because Tabby didn't feel well. But Tabby said, Mom, are you going to come back with us? And I said, no, hell or high water. I'm staying, and I'm doing it with a smile on my face because a man deserves to get to watch the football game. But actually it's made it more enjoyable for me because this year I wanted to learn and you've taught me about it. Like that game last night where I thought the Jets were playing, but it was really the Eagles.
So funny. Vicki said to me last night, you got to hear this. So at the end, the Eagles are going for a Hail Mary play, and the Washington Commanders recover a backward lateral for a touchdown. And Vicki goes, Vinnie, come watch this. Because I missed the play. You got to see it. Rewind 30 seconds. You're not going to believe this. We've been watching the game for 45 minutes. Because you're not going to believe this. The Jets were going for a touchdown. And when do you see what happened? I go, I can't wait to see because the Jets weren't even there.
Well, that's because the Eagles and the Jets, they're both green and white configurations.
Yes, yeah.
So,
but you know what's interesting?
Yeah.
They're both green and white. This is true, though. Completely different people playing those teams.
I didn't know that.
In different cities.
Yeah,
it's uncanny.
Honestly, this year I have focused on Michigan football.
Yeah.
I like Michigan football a lot. I like my adopted son. What's his name again?
Come on.
Yeah, I'm terrible with names.
How could you not know the kid's name?
I can see him right now.
The running back.
Yeah.
Think.
Oh, God.
Blake.
Corum, yeah. So
he's amazing.
Yeah, I wanted Tabby to get set up with J.J. McCarthy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Now let me ask you.
And Ronnie Bell.
Yeah, Ronnie Bell, great ball.
Yeah.
So you watch a little pro, a little college. Which is more exciting to you?
I like the college football.
College football.
Yeah, I like the
college football. I'm feeling less and less like you need a break from me. I'm thinking you need to spend more time with me.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
College football, right? I mean,
yeah.
And listen, being in that stadium, it's just a thing. And that wasn't right. The energy in the stadium wasn't great because everyone literally either had ponchos on, you're zipped up. Well, they also know. You kind of knew the way the game was going. There was not going to be a great contest.
Right. But I will say I'm happy that we're not going to go to the Ohio State game.
I wouldn't want to be in Ohio for the game. I think Ohio and Michigan State fans are difficult.
Yeah.
And Michigan State, I mean, the reports coming out from their game at Michigan with coaches calling for people to break Blake Corum's legs and end his career. I mean, listen.
That's terrible.
It is terrible.
It's terrible.
And I'll tell you what's remarkable. College football should come down hard on the entire coaching staff because it's a referee, I think, that is saying, I listened to this the whole game. If you don't come down hard on that, that's what creates that bad element in the game.
Yeah.
Now, at the end of the Michigan-Rutgers game, where Michigan really scored a lot of points, and Rutgers, the up-and-coming program, those players walking into the same tunnel, chit-chatting, talking to each other.
Well, the Rutgers fans also, after the game, started chanting, "Beat Ohio."
Yes. Rutgers football is coming.
Yeah.
It's
Rutgers, it is coming. They're class acts, too.
They're playing Penn State this week. And I'll be honest with you, I want them to beat Penn State, and I want them to beat Penn State badly because Penn State also acted poorly in that tunnel.
Yeah.
And, listen, I like James Franklin on whole. Mel Tucker, who I liked until this incident, I'm sorry. There's no room in college football for it. No. None. I really admire Jim Harbaugh. There have been some really, really bad plays this year in college football, including Alabama defenseman just ripping the head off of a player last week. I mean, there's got to be a tougher penalty for that.
Yeah.
That it really looked like that kid could have had his neck snapped on that play. You didn't see the play. It's bad. And, look, anyone can grab a face mask accidentally. I mean, I can see that happening. But college football needs to send a message to Michigan State. And Ohio State fans, it's rough. Last year, Michigan State beat Michigan in Michigan State. And for reasons I still can't figure out, the fan base set fires.
Yeah.
They were burning couches. They were burning cars. They flipped cars over. You were in your hometown.
Yeah.
That's
That's crazy.
An odd phenomenon.
Yeah.
Now, Michigan wins and kids get excited, and I'm sure they do some dumb thing. But boy, on whole, it's not like that at all. So it was a great time.
Yeah.
And Tabby was a joy.
Yeah, she was so fun. We're playing Connect 4.
I can't stand playing her in Connect 4.
I know. She's so freakishly good at Connect 4.
Well, she has a very analytical mind.
Yeah.
So she takes winning it to another level, to what I call an annoying level.
Yeah.
And I hope the Big Ten sanctions her because she beat me in that one game and then flipped over her couch and set it on fire. I was disgusted by her behavior.
So we are on to, I wouldn't call this weird news.
Let's go into it.
I feel like it's a weird cultural phenomenon that we're going into, and I don't know how I feel about it.
You're talking about the election?
No.
Oh.
No.
You're talking about the economy?
No. Oh. I'm talking about the sensationalizing of when someone is killed or murdered. And, Netflix has the Dahmer series.
Unbelievable.
And now Casey Anthony is going to have her day in the spotlight. And it's just bizarre to me. It's a bizarre thing. So for those that don't remember, Casey Anthony back in 2008, was it? Or 2009, whenever it was quite some time ago, was accused of killing her 2-year-old daughter, Kaylee. And now that trial, we watched the whole thing. And she was pretty much convicted of being guilty in the public's eye. And people were shocked when she was found not guilty. But we watched the whole trial, and I said the whole time, all the defense is doing is poking holes in the story. Nothing is concrete. So, the guideline is it has to be, you have to meet you got to meet the standard. So even though it really did appear that she definitely killed her kid accidentally, we thought, because if you followed the whole trial, like she would chloroform the kid to go out dancing and just crazy things. Yeah. And if you followed the trial, it really sounded like she did it accidentally one time too many. Went too far, right. But it didn't stop her from going out and partying and everything else when she was missing. And then she claimed some babysitter had her kid. And it wasn't until her own mother called 911. Her mother called 911 and said, my daughter's car smells like a dead body. And I haven't seen my granddaughter. So now she's coming out with the bombshell saying that she was sexually abused by her dad and her brother. Mm-hmm. And she's accusing her dad now of killing Kaylee. In order to cover up his abuse of the 2-year-old. Yes. Yeah. Listen, you're talking about the cultural phenomenon, right? Yeah, it's really upsetting to me that, because it's going to be airing on Peacock. And it's really... Why throw Peacock a bone? It's going to be on TV. Why? You're helping advertise it. No. But I'm saying... Streaming now on Peacock. I'm saying the same thing with, the Dahmer series. Yes. And the victims' families of
Have to relive it.
They have to relive it, and they say like this is very, very jarring for us.
Well, there's
very
also
upsetting.
now new evidence on JonBenet Ramsey. They say there's new evidence on that case.
But I feel like that was different because the parents were actually exonerated in that. The parents actually were exonerated.
Well, who knows what this evidence is going to show? Maybe they'll be unexonerated.
Right, because and both parents have passed.
Oh, they both passed away?
Yeah, so the brother's left, and he's been the one championing to clear his parents' name. And
so people still think they did it.
You know what? Their life was forever ruined because their daughter was killed.
They must have been. What year is that?
That's a long time ago. I don't even know. That was quite some time ago because the whole investigation that was totally botched because it was the father that found JonBenet Ramsey's body,
right?
Not the police
in the house.
In the house, like the police were called. They found that weird ransom note with that weird amount. There was a footprint outside, but the whole thing was botched.
You know, you're saying it's a weird cultural phenomenon. I think what's happening is it's been happening forever.
Yeah.
We've been studying the Kennedy assassination for 60 years, right? So I think what you're seeing is not necessarily a new phenomenon, but the immediacy, how quick they rush things to TV. So there's already now a miniseries on, or a movie coming out about the hiker whose name I can't remember.
Gabby Petito
right.
and Brian
Petito's
Landry.
story.
Yeah.
So what happens, I think, is repulsive. Is there's an appetite for this stuff.
Yeah.
People love it. Someone gets murdered, and someone in Hollywood is immediately optioning the story. Like that's what's happening.
Well, that's what I mean. Like that's what I feel like. I feel like it's different from the Dateline stories where they'll say like. They'll show you, and while it is still commercialized in that they have that music and they have, they'll show you like true crime stories or show you things that happen like with the John List family. Like that's been covered like 1,000 times.
1,000,000 times.
Right.
I've never, it's funny. I haven't watched any of them. I know that John List, I know what he did. I know the story.
Right.
I haven't followed it. I don't have any interest to see the Jeffrey Dahmer story, right?
No, I don't either. Like you were a horrible serial killer that, cannibalized your victims. And like just why would I want to watch that?
You know what I want to do? Seriously, at the end of the day, I want to do one of three things. Of course, I'll watch Yellowstone or whatever, but I either want to, the world is so rough right now. I just want to tuck my head into, I want to watch Cheers again.
Yeah.
Start to finish, right?
Yeah.
And I want to escape, not dive deeper into the crap.
No.
Right? It makes me nuts. I want to watch sports.
Yeah.
I'm becoming more of a man because I always just wanted to hang out with you and the girls. But the amount of drama that you guys bring into my life.
He can't take it. I don't know why. He just can't filter it out. It gets him really pissed off. And I'm like, I don't understand why you're getting so mad.
You know,
this
so
is
funny.
The life of a girl.
I swear to God.
Like, I don't understand.
You know what I'm going to do? It's going to be so much fun. I'm going to, those little clickers you use to count the people in the club? I'm going to start at 0 on Monday, and I'm going to click unnecessary drama from the week, just from you and the girls. And I'm going to tell you something. I'll bet you in 7 days, how many clicks do you think I would get?
I don't, but what I don't understand is why you get so upset about it all. Like you seriously get very angry sometimes, and it's funny.
God, I deal, and then I just snap.
Yeah, but if you just sat back and didn't let it bother you, it would wash right over you.
No, you can't. Let me explain how it works. Let me explain how it works. You put a cup under a sink and it drips. And the cup catches it. And then sooner or later, that one drip, the whole thing, it's all over the counter. That's what happens.
Well, so I have to share this, and then we actually have to move on to our final thing is, so we're in a work group chat with our managers, and somebody did something, and Vinnie was replying, but the way Vinnie was replying, and predominantly it was women in the group chat, he was so replying with like, don't call me, period. I take care of it, period. Blah, 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 period. Do this, period. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds terrible, Vinnie. He's like, I don't understand. I go, There's no exclamation points, no emojis. Now it sounds like you're yelling and you're being harsh.
I have to put emojis in.
But that's true. And
is there a head exploding emoji? Is there? I need the head exploding emoji.
So, and then Tabby and I were like, I read it to Tabby because she was driving and she said, oh my God, no, that sounds terrible. So then Vinny had to write in the group chat, Vicki says I'm harsh, period. I'm like, stop with the periods. But
period, full stop.
That's how women think. Like, that's how we communicate. So 2 years ago around Easter time, we sent a text to someone, and Maddie and Tabby were in the text as well as Vinny. And we did Happy Easter with all these exclamation points and, rabbits and chickens and whatever. And the person wrote back, Happy Easter, lowercase, nothing else. So me and Maddie and Tabby immediately get on the phone and said, there's a problem. And Vinny goes, no, she's just saying Happy Easter back. And we said, no. This is a problem, my friend. This is a problem because we did over the top Happy Easters, and this person just replied back, lowercase, no emojis, Happy Easter. And what did I say? What did I say? There's a problem. And 2 weeks later, that problem reared its ugly head. Mm-hmm.
Let me just say one thing. Mm-hmm. This is very similar to this morning when I said, can I say something? This is why if you joined the way I communicate, okay, here's how I communicate. Everything's good. And then when it's not good, I tell everybody, this is not good.
No, he doesn't say it, this is not good. He snaps like a dry twig.
But, okay, it's over then. It's over. Okay,
no.
I'm telling you something, the wiring. And here I see you indoctrinating Cassandra into this cult of personality, this warped Jim Jones Kool-Aid drinking. It's insanity to me. Because why wouldn't you teach a young girl to communicate there's a problem when someone says there's a problem? And if they don't say there's a problem, just head forward, enjoy your day, don't worry about it, okay? Then when there's a problem, explode, problem over, move forward, enjoy the rest of the day. It's so much better my way. Oh, my God.
You're not tactful at all. So, all right. Well, we have to move on. We have some big birthday announcements.
Oh, big birthday announcements this week. Can I say one thing, too?
Birthday announcements, yeah.
By the way, so this week, I was because you don't do the video.
No, I don't.
Rising creator of the 1%, right now, 1% rising creator on Facebook. Okay, and I just want you to know, I told Vicki that news. Hey, Vicki, I go, look at this. I get a text from Facebook, right? The Facebook text is like,
and he was very
congratulations. This will be, displayed on your page, blah, 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 blah. I show it to her and she goes, and she goes right back to texting someone, okay? Some drama-filled BS text. That's great, but right now,
I was in the middle of navigating something.
Vinny, that's very exciting, but right now I'm reading a text with a period. I can't even focus. This thing's got punctuation. You see what's happening here? Punctuation. So 47 million views on the one video.
That's incredible.
And all the other videos, there's so many, over 3 million now. And I'm gonna do a couple posts today of me reading some negative comments.
Oh, I love that.
Oh my God, some of them are so funny.
Yeah, I love that.
So funny. And but continue to share them for me. I love you for that. Yeah. We're gonna get this thing bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah. So the birthday announcements.
Okay, so our first birthday is Sandy, my mom's cousin.
Oh.
Sandy, it was your birthday yesterday. I wasn't on Facebook, so I didn't realize it was her birthday. I would have done a huge shout out for her.
Sandy,
I feel like we've gotten so reliant on Facebook telling us when birthdays are.
Yeah.
But happy birthday, Sandy. We wish you the best year ever. So happy birthday, Sandy.
Period.
Full stop.
Happy birthday. Period.
So, and then today's birthday. We have Gilberta. One of our chefs from the club. We have Gilberta. We have Patty.
Celebrating.
Stop calling her Pat. Stop it. Patty does not like it when you call her Pat. It's Patty's birthday.
The wheels on the bus wouldn't turn around without Pat. Period.
happy birthday, Patty.
Happy
we
birthday,
love
Patty.
you. And then our own Gelman, our very own, Noah's our Gelman. It's his mama's birthday.
That's right.
Liz Ann's birthday.
That's his mom's name, Lizanne?
That's it, yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Liz Ann. We
Comma.
Exclamation point.
Comma, exclamation point. Question mark. Comma, exclamation mark. Question mark, which means how old is your mom now?
No!
Oh, Christ almighty, more drama.
I have told you that. Patty told you yesterday. You don't ask anyone how old they are. It's so rude.
So sexist.
I know.
Noah, can you ask a man his age? Can you ask a woman his age? I said a woman his age. A woman her age.
I mean, you're not supposed to.
That's sexist, Noah. That's sexist. Don't you see how unwoke you are? How old are you, woman?
No.
How old is Patty?
I'm not telling you.
So ridiculous.
No, I'm not telling you.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So happy birthday to our birthday crew.
Happy birthday crew.
Yeah.
Vinnie_brand on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook at Vinnie Brand Comedian. And we love you guys. Thank you
I
for
love
tuning in.
you. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, all.
Bye.
Bye.